Seattle Seahawks. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Younghoe Koo going to get this one going. And we are underway in the Pacific Northwest. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Okay, ready? Howard now off the bootleg. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Seattle.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
That's taken in by Horton. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down is Howard. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. Yeah, that's a nice job. Something out of nothing, sidestepping defenders for a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Howard. That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. And he will score! A.J. Barner, touchdown Seahawks. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Here's Darius Davis to return. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
Down and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Hubbard. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Throwing, Richardson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal on the Seahawks 6-yard line.
2nd and goal. We're going to run right over center with Hubbard. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Richardson. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Anchorage.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Howard. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, Howard. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And they'll work this Close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Let's go. Go.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And he will have the Seahawks first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much. They get it on 3rd and a yard.
Fullback dive. I'm not sure the last time I saw a fullback dive, Mike. It's kind of a lost art nowadays. But, hey, 3rd and 1, it can still be so effective, especially if you have the right guy at the position. So, good play call, good execution, and he's able to pick up first down.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
It's a gain of 8.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 2. Out of the gun, it's Howard. Pass right side, and then is hauled in by Horton. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
2nd down, it's Howard. On the move left, taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn it to a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
3rd and 7.
Here we go. 79.
From the gun, it's Howard. And that is incomplete. Mika Fitzpatrick. The strong defense there, able to break that one up. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Let's go now. It's Cowboy 80.
Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Here we go. 60 by 6.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. A ball deep for the end zone. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Richardson operating from the pistol. Again, working deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. He's got his man, that's down. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Richardson. Going to set up the screen here to Hubbard. This one going to be missed out. Thrown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Set up right around the 10-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On 1st down, it is Hubbard. Mark down at the 6.
Come on.
They bring a tight end in motion left. On play action, Richardson headed left, buying time. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. Oh, looking end zone, but is out of the reach of the receiver, and incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses.
And this is blocked.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. They'll take this down to the 47. Foye Oluokun with the play.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40. A gain there of 20. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. You keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat. Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very...
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. On fourth down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Myers hit. It's good. And the Seahawks will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Oh! He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Richardson. He's going to look for the home run ball. He's got it! And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. It is a touchdown.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And when you connect, it is a thing of beauty. And in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Richardson. He'll swing that out high. And he'll get into the end zone and push the lead up to 4.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25, so right about the 28-yard line. Just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get forward for a couple. That's Darnell Savage up from the secondary to make the stop. Now timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. Second down, they need 7. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Going for it all. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And the Condors are going to take over here at their own 22.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
1970 Timberwolves. 19 tight, 19 tight.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. He'll air it out down the middle. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. A return now from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On second down, Richardson. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First time they've worked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that rail. 0 to 100.
79 Broncos. Ready?
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. That is caught downfield by Pierce. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
And an Anchorage first down.
Dragon 60.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to all the tight ends. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
The RPO, that one is complete. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Panthers, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Riggs. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
From the gun, Richardson. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. It's the safety, Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll look to throw. There's a short one taken in by Warner. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Second and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Opens in the left side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. They'll look to throw again. Exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. That pass play good for 22. First down, Seattle.
Scramble rules. Every team has them, and the teams that execute them the best, that's where the big plays come. It's exactly the case here. Great job by the running back sensing his quarterback move from the pocket. Stay in phase, be friendly, throw for the quarterback, and once he gets the ball in his hands, he can do the rest.
To the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers now to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Seahawks move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go now. Mikey, 72.
Here's a handoff. Hubbard heading right. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
It is 3rd and long. Here's Richardson. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. And His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their
The
lead.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. On the handoff, this is Walker. He'll dodge one would-be tackle and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play.
36 yards. It's a gain of 6. Makes it
Here's a third down and 4.
Here we go.
That is caught wide on the RPO. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
So as you're saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. Walker now gets us going here in the fourth quarter. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And it's caught. What a job on the scramble. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. Now the point after throw from Myers. It's up and through. And the Seahawks go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On the ready. Top row 18. Get up. Can't be lying. 19 tight. 18 runway. 18 runway.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. Now he'll air one out. And he can't hang on. It is incomplete. A chance there, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Cut.
Downs goes in motion.
19.
Second down throw for Richardson. Check this down. That's Hubbard out of the backfield. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Third and a yard.
Let's go.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On play action. Richardson, he'll let one go down the middle. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 49.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8. From a little further back, here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal. At the Seahawks 8.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Condors. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Not the best of snaps, and this one is blocked. So, things are a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now Walker. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 21, here's second and 9. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got the Golden Domer. That's Michael Mayer. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. He'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. On the move, past the 40. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. The return, here comes Davis. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
First down and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go now. 19 Lions. County Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11. Cut 19. Cut 19.
On first down, it's Richardson. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards for the touchdown. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down?
And he will get into the end zone. The two-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
At their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Throwing now from the gun. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And we got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
3rd and long. Back to throw. That's complete. And Jackson Smith and Jigba. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes 4th down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson going to get it quickly out to down. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Harper's very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
On the set.
No louder place than here in Seattle before 3rd down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Out of shotgun. Richardson. He'll get that to his tight end. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
The RPO. That one is complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. That's a gain of 14 and a first down.
First down.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
19 Lions.
Throwing on second down. Richardson. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
From the gun, Richardson. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
A gutsy call, but they pay off. It's a gain of 17.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with first and 10.
70 Timberwolves. 79 Broncos.
Now Richardson. Back into the hands of Hubbard. Second down, 8 for the first down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
18 Russell. 18 Rex. Buffalo 18. 18 Pioneer.
Looking to throw. Richardson. And he can deliver that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
18 Warriors 70. Cap 60. Cap 60. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock.
14-yard line.
Ready.
2 timeouts, still in their back pocket. It's first and 10. Throwing is Richardson. He'll dump this down to Hubbard. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Here is first and goal.
Here we go. Set.
Now, this looks like a design run, and this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
And he finds his way into the end zone again. Good stretch, finding the goal line, the touchdown, and the two-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players. And that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
Moving outside the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a